Hey Chiefs Kingdom! Buckle up because today's Kansas City Chiefs news is bringing serious pressure inside this roster. And some veterans might already be feeling the heat after rookie minicamp officially kicked off. The energy around this team is absolutely electric right now. And you can already tell the front office believes this draft class can help push Kansas City right back into championship contention. But here's the twist, Chiefs fans. Every exciting rookie arrival usually means one veteran could be packing his bags sooner than expected. And trust me, some of these roster battles are getting intense already. There are young players arriving hungry, explosive, and desperate to prove they belong in Andy Reid's system. The competition is real, the pressure is real, and several familiar names may be entering their final season wearing red and gold. We're talking about possible shakeups at defensive tackle, edge rusher, linebacker, running back, and even quarterback. Before we dive in, make sure you stay until the end because one of these rookie battles could completely reshape the future of Patrick Mahomes' offense. And Chiefs Kingdom, I want to hear from you during this video. Which rookie do you believe will make the biggest impact this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this conversation is going to get heated. The first veteran feeling the pressure is defensive tackle Khyiris Tonga. Right now, Tonga is projected as a starter next to Chris Jones. But let's be honest, Chiefs fans. His grip on that job doesn't exactly feel secure. Tonga has bounced around the league, spending time with multiple franchises over the last 5 seasons. And while he's shown flashes, he still hasn't proven he can become a dominant force consistently. Last season, Tonga appeared in 14 games but managed only 9 solo tackles and failed to record a sack. That's not terrible production for a rotational defensive tackle, but it's also not the kind of impact that guarantees long-term security in Steve Spagnuolo's aggressive defense. Kansas City wants disruption up front, especially when offenses are focusing all their attention on Chris Jones. Now enter second-round rookie Peter Woods out of Clemson. And Chiefs fans, this guy is a monster. At 6'3" and nearly 300 pounds, Woods arrives with explosive power, incredible athleticism, and the kind of upside that makes coaches drool. The moment he steps onto the practice field, every veteran defensive lineman immediately understands the reality. This kid was drafted to play early. What makes this situation even more interesting is the possibility that Kansas City views Woods as more than just depth. Some insiders believe the Chiefs see him as a long-term successor to Chris Jones eventually, which says everything about how highly the organization values him. But if Woods develops faster than expected, Tonga could lose his starting role much sooner than anybody anticipated. And honestly, Chiefs Kingdom, this is exactly how championship organizations stay elite. They never get comfortable. They never stop upgrading. The Chiefs know Patrick Mahomes' Super Bowl window is still wide open, and they're determined to keep injecting young talent into this roster before weaknesses become major problems. Another name suddenly fighting for his future is defensive end Felix Anudike-Uzomah. This one hurts a little because Chiefs fans have been waiting patiently for him to break out. Unfortunately, injuries completely derailed his 2025 season, and now he enters this year with major pressure mounting around him. In his first 2 NFL seasons, Felix has produced only 3 sacks and 24 solo tackles. Those numbers simply aren't what fans expected from a young pass rusher drafted to become part of the future defensive core. Injuries certainly played a role, but in the NFL, availability matters just as much as talent. Now Kansas City added rookie edge rusher Mason Thomas out of Oklahoma, and this guy brings speed. Pure explosiveness. He may not fit the traditional bigger edge rusher mold Steve Spagnuolo usually prefers, but that could actually signal an evolution inside this defense. The Chiefs may want faster pass rushers capable of creating chaos off the edge against today's mobile quarterbacks. That's where things become dangerous for Felix. If Thomas starts flashing during minicamp and preseason, Spagnuolo could quickly expand the rookie's role. Once coaches trust your speed and effort in this defense, snaps start disappearing for other players fast. And Chiefs Kingdom knows Spags isn't afraid to rotate defenders constantly. The scary part for veterans is that younger players usually arrive desperate. They play with urgency because they're fighting for their NFL lives. Thomas knows this is his opportunity to shock people, and if Felix struggles even slightly returning from injury, this roster battle could become one-sided quickly. Now let's talk about one of the more surprising names on this list, linebacker Cole Christensen. At the moment, he sits high on the Chiefs' depth chart, but that position may not last very long. Last season he appeared in only 3 games and failed to record a solo tackle, which makes this battle incredibly important for his future in Kansas City. The Chiefs' coaching staff values versatility more than ever before, especially in modern NFL defenses where players need to disguise coverages, blitzes, and assignments constantly. That's why rookie Jaden Kennedy is such an intriguing wild card entering this defense. Officially listed as a cornerback, Kennedy may actually see hybrid linebacker responsibilities. In certain packages, Steve Spagnuolo loves creative defensive concepts, and Kennedy's athletic profile gives him flexibility that Christensen simply may not offer. At 5'11" and 181 pounds, he's built for speed and coverage situations. Imagine offenses trying to identify pressure packages before the snap while Kennedy shifts around the formation. 1 second he looks like a blitzer, the next second he's dropping into coverage. That type of unpredictability can completely confuse quarterbacks, and Spagnuolo absolutely loves defenders capable of creating confusion. Chiefs fans, this is why rookie minicamps matter so much. Sometimes it's not about replacing a player directly. Sometimes it's about offering coaches more flexibility, more creativity, and more matchup advantages. And if Kennedy proves he can handle multiple roles, Christensen's roster spot could suddenly become very shaky. Now here comes one of the biggest storylines in this entire roster battle discussion, the running back room. But first, we need to clear something up because the original report floating around included inaccurate information. Kenneth Walker is still with the Seattle Seahawks and was not acquired by the Kansas City Chiefs. So we're keeping this story grounded in reality for Chiefs Kingdom. Even without that rumor being true, the Chiefs' backfield competition is still fascinating. Emari Demercado arrived hoping to carve out a legitimate rotational role behind Isaiah Pacheco, and the rookie addition of Emmett Johnson instantly increases the pressure around the entire room. Johnson put together an impressive college season at Nebraska, rushing for over 1,400 yards and averaging nearly 6 yards per carry. Those are serious numbers, Chiefs fans. The kid runs angry, physical, and explosive, exactly the type of energy Andy Reid loves developing inside this offense. And here's what makes Kansas City dangerous. This coaching staff has a history of maximizing versatile backs. If Johnson proves he can contribute in pass protection, catch out of the backfield, and provide explosive runs, he could rise up the depth chart extremely fast. Late-round running backs surprise people every single season in the NFL. Demercado now faces the difficult challenge of proving he deserves touches in an offense already built around established stars. The margin for error becomes razor-thin when rookies start flashing during camp. One explosive preseason game can completely shift momentum in these battles. Chiefs Kingdom. Do you believe the Chiefs still need another proven running back addition before the season starts? Or are you confident in the current group? I'm seriously curious where fans stand on this because opinions are all over the place right now. Finally, we arrive at the quarterback room, and there's another important correction we need to make. The original report mentioned Justin Fields backing up Patrick Mahomes and LSU quarterback Garrett Nussmeier entering the roster picture. As of now, neither situation is accurate for the Kansas City Chiefs, so we're sticking to verified information only. Still, backup quarterback remains an interesting topic because Patrick Mahomes is the heartbeat of this franchise. Anytime the QB room changes, Chiefs fans pay attention immediately. Chris Oladipo has spent time developing within the system, but roster spots behind Mahomes are always under constant evaluation. Last season forced Kansas City to rely on depth during difficult moments, and while Oladipo showed toughness, consistency remains the biggest question. Coaches want reliability from backup quarterbacks. They want players who protect the football, understand the offense, and can stabilize games if emergencies happen. That's why every offseason becomes a battle for survival at the bottom of the quarterback depth chart. Andy Reid loves developmental prospects, especially quarterbacks with strong football IQ and untapped upside. If a younger arm impresses during camp, nobody's spot is fully guaranteed. The reality is simple, Chiefs Kingdom. The NFL stands for, not for long. Every draft class creates urgency. Every rookie arrival pushes veterans harder. And honestly, that internal competition is one of the biggest reasons Kansas City continues competing at the highest level year after year. This roster is evolving. Young talent is arriving hungry. Veterans are fighting to survive. And the pressure inside that building right now must be absolutely insane as minicamp battles officially begin. Some players will rise, some will fall, and a few shocking cuts could completely surprise Chiefs fans before Week 1 even arrives. So now I'm throwing it over to you, Chiefs Kingdom. Which rookie are you most excited to watch this season? Peter Woods? Or Mason Thomas? Emmett Johnson? Or maybe another sleeper nobody is talking about yet? Drop your predictions in the comments right now because I want to hear who you think becomes the biggest steal of this draft class. And if you enjoyed this Kansas City Chiefs news update, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share this video with every Chiefs fan you know. We've got non-stop Kansas City Chiefs coverage coming all off-season long, and trust me, the biggest stories may still be ahead of us.